Hello students. Welcome to the listening section of PTE Academic from EMR Education. In this section we shall discuss strategies to handle listening questions at the PTE Academic Test. The purpose here is to appraise you of some basic factors that you have to take into consideration about the strategies that you can use to handle specific questions. These are 8 question types in all listening section. Have a look at the table provided here to see what each question type are they. Only the first among these 8 question types summarize spoken text is separately timed at 10 minutes each item. For other questions or items you need to click on next so that you could attempt all the questions within the time allowed. Overall, before we proceed, it is important to note that only 2 question types out of 8 multiple choice choose multiple answers and highlight incorrect words attract negative marking. So in all the other 6 cases there is no point leaving the question unanswered, even if you have to guess. You have 10 minutes to summarize part of the lecture or the discussion for a fellow student who was not present for the lecture discussion. There are 3 parts to the assignment. A. Take notes. The recording play only once. You might miss out on some key points unless you take notes, but the note should be only keywords or phrases, no long sentences. B. Join the keywords to be included in the summary. C. Stay within the word limit. The dynamic word count is available on the system, so you need not actually count. This is not to underestimate the need for editing and revision all within the prescribed 10 minutes. The assignment must be practiced in advance under time constraints. You can go to a EMR Education Test to do it now. Now what other keywords or phrases here? These are all underlined. Don't you think these underlined words or phrases make it easy to summarize the text? There is a purpose to every part of the assignment. There is also a purpose to the 7-second time allowed before the recording starts playing. Use this time to preview the prompt as well as the options. This will help you to understand the recording better. You have to take notes. Recording displayed only once. You might miss out on some key points unless you take notes, but the note should only be keywords or phrases, no long sentences. Keep eliminating the options corrupted by extraneous elements or missing out on keywords. Since this is a negative marked questions, don't answer unless you are reasonably confident. Now here is an example in the form of a transcript. Go to EMR Education Test to actually hear the assignment. Now, what other keywords or phrases here? R&D is all about biotic and abiotic component in the living organisms all among the food chain. We need to go to the next slide to preview the question prompts and the options. The question is pretty simple and the answers select themselves. The composers and herbivorous are mentioned as biotic. Photosynthesis is never mentioned in either category. The only abiotic left are in 1, 2, and 5. Using the 7-second time to preview the transcript will help you understand the recording better. You have to type out the missing word as soon as you hear it. So keep the cursor at the first blank so that no time is lost in locating it. Using the tab to go to the next blank again means that no time was lost in locating the next blank. Placing the reading of the transcript with the recording ensures that you don't miss the required word when it is spoken. Here is an example in the form of a transcript. Go to EMR Education PTE Exam Practice Test to actually hear the assignment. The words are all underlined on purpose. These are the words that use to in the blank at the next slide. Take a minute to go through the transcript once again and try to recall the words. Use the 10-second time to review the options, but once the recording starts, give your call attention to listening only. Take notes. Keep eliminating the options corrupted by extraneous elements or missing out on keywords. You will see that the first half of the text is all about the effect of Earth tilted and the second half, about the effect of elliptical orbit on seasons. Options 1 and 2 are easy to eliminate. One does not talk about the tilt and the other does not talk about the elliptical part of the orbit. The strategies here are the same as we discussed in case of multiple choice. Choose multiple answers except that this is not a negative marked question, and so must not be left unanswered. Now here is an example, in the form of a transcript. Take a minute to go through the text, go to EMR Education PTE Exam Preparation Test to actually hear the assignment. You will see that the first half of the text is all about the excessive use of natural resources consequent to Industrial Revolution, and the second half, about the pollution causing gas emissions resulting from the same. The question is about the author's purpose in talking about Industrial Revolution. Option 3 is easy to eliminate. Options 1 and 2 are about the usage and wastage. But what the author ultimately brings us to is the pollution-causing gas emissions that are the direct effect of the Industrial Revolution and subsequent activity. The purpose of this question type is to check whether the test taker has been able to get the floor of an argument. Use the 7-second time to preview the options while you try to catch the flow of the argument. Keep an eye on the indicator which tells you when the recording is about to end. Get more attentive as the recording reaches the end. The missing word or similar words may have been used in the recording. Now here is an example, in the form of a transcript. Take a minute to go through the text, go to a PTE exam preparation test at EMR Education to actually hear the assignment. You will see that the argument is how tough being a mother is. You have to give all your time and attention to the baby. You feel that you're losing control of everything. Strategies about the usage of time are all the same. Co-pacing the reading of the transcript with the recording ensures that you don't miss the incorrect word in the transcript as soon as it is spoken. Since this is a negative marked question, don't pick an answer unless you are reasonably confident. Now here is an example, in the form of a transcript. Go to a PTE exam test preparation at EMR Education to actually hear the assignment. Take a minute to go through the text. See how circle is incorrectly written as cycle. Very big as minor. Trusted as tested. Involves as cause. And world as word. Most of the incorrect words are similar sounding. The sentences here are very short. If you get the meaning of the sentences, it should not be difficult to reproduce it completely. That's it for now. Wish the lesson today would have shared some light on how to maximize your score in the listening section. Of course, practice is very important. Pick listening tests on PTE exam preparation and EMR Education under time constraints and see how they work to improve your performance.